Named for the Alabama town where they trained, the Tuskegee Airmen had to fight just to fly.
The basic sentiment of the country at that time felt that black people were not intelligent enough. They weren't brave and courageous enough.
The Tuskegee pilots proved their critics wrong, but at a price. They were asked to fly 70 missions, far more than their white peers. Marla's father was on his 68th mission in a distinctive red-tailed P-51. Christmas was only days away.
They expected him to come home very soon because he only had 2 more missions to go.
Just after the New Year, they get a telegram.
Said he was missing in action.
He was never seen again.
All through the years, I would ask everybody, did you know my father? Were you over in Italy? And I never had any luck.
For 50 years, Marla had little more than his medals to remember her father by. Until 1998, when she got a letter from her father's wingman, Robert Martin. The letter revealed that over the mountains between Italy and Austria, her father's plane began to give him trouble.
He saw my father having difficulty with the engine. It sputtered out one time and he got it started again after trying, and then it sputtered out again, and he got it started again, but the third time it didn't work.
Neither of the 2 pilots flying with Dixon saw if he got out.
They went back and they circled what they thought was the area, and I could tell from the letter how awful he felt.
For almost 70 years, Dixon was gone, vanished in the mountains. Until a DPAA researcher uncovered a handful of eyewitness reports recorded in 1944. They described the crash of an Allied fighter on the Austro-Italian border near the town of Hohenthurn. Archaeologists quickly found wreckage matching a downed P-51 fighter and fragments of bone. The remains that were found were sent to the Armed Forces Medical Examiner System for analysis. Here, one at a time, DNA transforms the missing into the found. The DNA is extracted from bones and teeth and then sequenced,
which is a way for us to determine the actual base pairs. So when I talk about DNA, DNA is made up of four base pairs, GATCs.
The base pairs are simply chemicals arranged in sequence, the blueprint for what makes each person unique.
That difference in that individual that makes that his DNA sequence, that difference is what we're looking for.
Searching through the 3 billion base pairs found in human cellular DNA, the laboratory utilizes 3 different testing methods. One approach focuses on small repetitive sequences known as short tandem repeats, which are compared to reference samples from family members.
The Army asked for my DNA, and they asked for my father's brother's son's DNA.
In July 2018, the DPAA notified his daughter. Captain Dixon had been found.
Because he wasn't treated properly when he was alive, I'm taking him first class to Arlington. I want to take my CD of Donald Byrd, the jazz trumpeter, because that is so cool. He would really, really like that, and he'd sing, "Thanks, Marla. You know how to send a person off."